Hi everyone, this video is on the many faces of Brian Laundrie, and sadly I have cut up Gabby's artwork in order to focus just on him so we can look at his particular characteristics. I sketch faces as a hobby, so I'm pretty good at recognizing people's distinctive facial features and body characteristics. And you may be totally sick of seeing this jerk's face, but he still hasn't been caught, so let's look at all the little fine details, okay? First, let's talk about his walk. He has a very unusual duck walk. Look here at his duck walk. He walks with his feet turned out, and it's not just the sand. He walks like this, out of habit. And one last time. Okay, see that walk? It's real distinctive. Here's Brian Laundrie with medium beard growth, and we're going to talk about those ears. Everyone has a unique ear shape, and his are more obvious than most. When you look at him straight on, you can see that his right ear has a little curve in it, and his left ear has a more of a diagonal shape. I'll show you another picture. Here's another picture of his left ear. If you look at the cartilage around his ear, it almost looks like it has a cyst in it. It has like a little bump. And he also has a very prominent brow bone, like almost, you think Neanderthal. He's got a very prominent brow bone, which will be more prominent as he loses weight. Also, he has this tooth necklace. I don't know if he's wearing it right now. This picture shows the obvious scar he has on his left eyebrow, and that his eyes turn downwards at the corners. It's a kind of a sad looking eye, like a hound dog almost eye. Very sad, downward turned at the corners eye. Also, he might have a little bit of a chip in one of his front teeth. As you can see in this sequence, he is right-handed and doesn't use the plastic fork, but his fingers instead. A still from this sequence shows that oddly shaped right ear again. See here? And his thick eyebrows here. Again with the ears, right? See that right there? His right ear's quite unique. And note the shape of his head. I'm going to try to show you with some arrows here, okay? You'll note that he has rather large feet and mid-sized calves on a long torso. Here's the feet, here's the calves. Here he's mainly right-handed. This sequence shows his hair growing out a little bit. I'm going to play it twice because I doubt he's shaving his hair bald right now. Here's the great survivalist. Rock climbing, huh? This sequence shows his splayed feet and legs. Just look, he's kind of awkward. This still shows that when he smiles, his lip goes up at the left. Just like in this picture, goes up.
Brian's stretching, doing some morning yoga.
This may be how he's chilling, sitting around wherever he is, out in the wilderness. Everyone, I included this sequence, even though Brian's not in it, to show Gabby's placement of her flip-flops. Does it remind you of where the flip-flops were outside of the white van when it was parked?
Be cautious.
You can't keep chocolate in Utah. Not in July. Or in a clear plastic container.
Yeah.
That is always in the sun.
I was in the tent this morning, I think that's why.
Notice he likes to stand with his hands clasped behind his back, even around his girlfriend. Here he is in the hammock, his favorite position. Here he is, clean shaven. He does have crow's feet for someone only 23 years old.
So, We are right outside Capitol Reef right now in a free dispersed camp spot, and we've been lucky so far at all the places we've stayed, but I'd say this is one of the best so far. Since we left New York, I've only set up my hammock once, and now we're all the way in Utah, and luckily enough I was able to set up my hammock in one of these trees.
And we're kind of like in the desert.
Very few trees.
Brian Laundrie has a long torso for his body, and he has hair, but pretty much on his lower arm, not his upper arm. He now has a tattoo on the middle finger of his right hand of a vine, and he also has a tattoo on that same hand on the palm of his hand. A tattoo on the palm of the hand is more unusual. This is the picture of Brian Laundrie's hand tattoo. This is his right hand, so you can see he has a vine that's colored in on his middle finger, and he has a tattoo on the bottom of his palm, and his arms are quite hairy. Like I said, on his lower arm limb is rather hairy, but not on his upper arm. Also, when he gets stressed out and dehydrated, his veins pop out, so he has prominent veins as seen here in this picture. If I had to speculate, and he's outdoors, I would assume that he's growing in all his hair, the hair on his head. He's probably wearing a cap. He's probably wearing glasses. He may even have a mask on. But what he won't be able to hide, unless it's tucked under, are those ears. So again, take a look at the ear here. If you spot this guy, don't tip him off. Just go ahead and call the FBI. He may have even been spotted wearing this particular shirt. So if you see a guy wearing this Bunger Sayville shirt, please call the FBI. And remember this walk. It's distinctive.
And we've been lucky so far at all the places we've stayed, but I'd say this is one of the best so far. Since we left New York, I've only set up my hammock once, and now we're all the way in Utah, and luckily enough I was able to set up my hammock in one of these trees.
And we're kind of like in the desert.
Very few trees.
Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Please feel free to share out this video. Of course, our thoughts, our prayers, our well wishes all go out to the Gabby, Petito, and the Schmidt families. I felt so bad chopping up the van life video in order to showcase Brian so that he can be caught, but it had to be done. So if you watch this and you like it, please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe bell. Please feel free to share this video. And also, please have an excellent day. Take care. Bye.